I think the one step further, I don't know if you want to go here, would be ACOS to TACoS,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because TACoS, explaining changes in explaining changes in ACOS is difficult enough. I give you an easier way or how I think about it to try and focus on the inputs. TACoS takes it one step further, right? And trying to explain changes in TACoS is where like it takes some illuminating to get to the bottom of it.
So, okay. So tell me if I'm simplifying it too much.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, the way I see it is your sales come from three different ways of generating sales.
Yep.
One is your paid sales, that's
Yep.
your Amazon advertising. And you have your external sales, traffic you drive externally to your listings. And
Yep.
then you got your organic.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it, right?
Yep.
Paid,
Yep.
paid, organic, external. Now,
Yep.
when you break it down, that means you got paid traffic, organic traffic, external traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore you have your paid sales, external sales. So, and then that means you have your paid clicks, external clicks, blah, blah. So from that, you can pretty much calculate your conversion rate for paid, organic, and external. And then you can also look at your traffic if you think about a pie chart. So
Yep.
where that is. So if your TACoS has taken a nosedive,
Mm-hmm.
by looking at that breakdown, you can pretty much tell what is affecting it, right?
So your external traffic, if you're pointing it to not through an ad, right, that shows up organically. So that would be in your sessions or page views, right?
Well,
Am I following you
external
correctly?
traffic, I'm assuming that external traffic is using attribution tags.
Okay.
Then we can separate that out.
Yeah, so I would say generally, advertising data and operational data don't sync very well for various reasons. Some of that has, it's not necessarily by design, but it's by default because you've got, multiple different teams, the two pizza teams that are building up these different mechanisms for, building an advertising platform versus how we've always run it, right? Orders data, from like the all orders report versus business reports data, like they don't match, right?
They don't match. No.
Advertising data, you've got sales attributed back to the day of the click, which is 14 days for sponsored brand, or for any vendor central, 7 days for sponsored products, and now you're bringing in like DSP and sponsored display, different VCPMs, view-based attribution, and so now it's like trying to have a cohesive end-to-end story for this it's not possible, it's not feasible. But what you can do with the data that you have is you can, it's a mix of art and science. You can read the tea leaves if you can figure out the impact, which is why, advertising contribution to total sales, right? That's a useful metric, and that is leading into the TACoS discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may drive the traffic externally if you're tracking, like, put attribution tags aside. If you got picked up on Shark Tank, you're going to see that hit in your sessions, right? You're going to see a volatility in your conversion rate, maybe good, maybe bad, right? You may see more efficiency in your ads. You may see a spike in your brand advertising keywords because people are typing in your brand exactly and they're clicking through and you're having to pay for these clicks. But it's a combination of, like, I understand what's going on in the business generally, in the marketplace, and the activities that we've taken, and I can see across these data sets and understand how these metrics correlate to each other, that I can then generate a story or an opinion about what's happening, measure it down to the impact or the output for the metrics that we're managing to, ultimately profitability. Let's talk TACoS. That now you can, once you've brought this disparate information together, postulated your theory, then it's just a conversation of this is what we think happened. What's the strategy that we want to go moving forward, considering how the dynamics have changed.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, what you said is exactly the case with Amazon. There are all kinds of, dynamics, and you can never reconcile things. So,
Mhm.
I'm kind of old school. I'd like things to add up
Yep,
at the end,
I
and
wish.
with Amazon, it never adds up. So I came up with this whole way of looking at things, especially over time, is I, first of all, I tell all my clients, if you're gonna drive external traffic, use attribution tags.
Mhm.
And then you can fetch that data, and then you can calculate your organic traffic by subtracting the paid, that those reports are available, your
Yep.
paid sales minus your external sales with attribution tag sales. There you have your organic traffic, and then you can track that as a percentage over time, as percentage of total sales, and then
Mhm.
your paid sales as percentage of total sales. Then you have an idea where things are. Frankly, external sales usually are negligible for most people, either because they don't use the tags or
Mhm.
they don't get external traffic. They
Yeah.
rely on advertising.